Let's please welcome Sandy Campbell to the lectern with a big woo-hoo. Ready?
Woo!
Yeah, we had a great time this weekend. We'll talk some more about that during the meeting. But for now, we're going to talk about how to be a great Tarheel Toastmaster. And while I'm going to be up here speaking and Sandy's going to be up here speaking, there's a lot of other people that helped put this whole workshop together. So I handed out everybody the handout called How to Be a Great Tarheel Toastmaster, and it's off of our website. So Ron put this together over the last couple of months with input from a lot of the different board members. And then Jamie put together a nice outline for the workshop tonight that Sandy and I are following. So a lot of, and Tom and Marcy and a lot of different people gave input to this. So it's a team effort here. Now, when Ron looks through this, he'll say, this isn't what I am. I actually have made a few changes in order to make it something that I can present from, because I thought it would be helpful if I presented from it, and then you'll have a handout to take home, and you'll recognize it when you see it on the website. So, Toastmaster, when you're a Toastmaster of a Toastmaster meeting, you're the MC, you're the host, you're the meeting facilitator, you're the one that is the glue that holds the whole meeting together. So while we may have a sergeant-at-arms kick it off, the president may have some business to cover, but the real meat of the meeting is run by the Toastmaster. And I hope that everybody here, if you haven't already, that you'll get an opportunity to be Toastmaster at one of our meetings. There's a lot of work that goes into being Toastmaster before the meeting, so I'm going to spend time focusing on that. And then I'm going to turn it over to Sandy Allen, who's going to talk about being a Toastmaster and the different things to do during the meeting. So before the meeting, the first thing that you need to do is think about an interesting theme. We generally, in almost all meetings, we have some sort of theme to the meeting, just to give it a little more zip, a little more interesting information or theme to follow by. And it can be anything. It's really up to the Toastmaster. We've used holidays. For example, we've asked people, what is your favorite family tradition that you grew up with? And so people will share that throughout the meeting. And you get to know a little bit about each other that way. We've also had themes like life goals, or very broad themes like Marcy Collier did one recently on what are you passionate about? I don't know what DJ's using tonight. I don't recall from her note. But we've also used themes like freedom. What does freedom mean to you? So they can be very broad. They can be based around vacation. We've done a beach theme. What are, Sandy, some of your favorite themes that you've used over the years?
I think my all-time favorite was the one I recently used myself, and that would have been a theme of using things that were absurd in describing things that made no sense.
Yes. So we had a meeting that made no sense.
The backwards meeting? Sandy was at the backwards meeting?
That was the backwards meeting.
Like a Seinfeld episode.
Wow.
Yes, we started with the evaluations, and then went to table topics, and then did the speeches at the end. And it was fascinating to see how people did the evaluations, and then how the speakers tied in the evaluations to their speeches. So it was fascinating. A lot of fun. So your theme can be anything. It should be something fun and a way to get to know the other members of our club. The next thing is to take a look at the duty roster. It's out on our website. The link is there. Or you can get it from the VP of Education. Ron does a good job of emailing it out to everybody. And on there, you can see very clearly, you're the Toastmaster, and here are your 4 speakers, here's your evaluators, everything is laid out for you. Next is to confirm participation from the speakers. This is really important. We need to get with the speakers at least a week, maybe a week and a half in advance, and confirm with them, are you definitely speaking on March 17th? Because if they're not, then we need to backfill. We don't want to have only 1 or 2 speakers. We really try to have all 4 slots filled because we have so many requests from our members for speeches. So make sure to get all of the slots filled. From each one of the speakers, you need to know the speech number, the title of the speech, the amount of time it's going to be, 5 to 7 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes, whatever it is, and the book that it's from. Maybe it's speech number 5 out of the Competent Communicator, or it's speech number 1 out of one of the advanced manuals. And then from that, and in speaking with the speaker, develop a speech intro. The speech intro should cover perhaps the purpose of the speech, or it could give some background on the speaker. Jamie and Sandy both work for the state in, can I say both of you work in healthcare related
Public
fields?
health.
Public health. Yep, and Denise Rogers, one of our members, has done a lot. So as a speaker, if I knew that Sandy was going to be coming up and speaking on some topic related to public health, I would want to introduce her and first of all call her, find out how long have you worked in the healthcare industry, and a little bit of background about her, so that when I introduce her, I can say, next up, Sandy Ellen. She has 15 years experience in this field. She's written a book on public health care and been published in many magazines, and that's why she's now going to be tonight speaking about whatever the particular topic is and whatever. So that the people who are listening understand a little bit more background about the speech that they're about to hear. So, and then sometimes there's a particular purpose of the speech. Maybe the speech is out of the humorous speech manual. So you can make sure people know this is going to be a humorous speech, or this is a speech that's to be inspirational. Some of them are, this is a speech, we had one, I think we did it last time, there was a speech giving an award to somebody. And so you would want to give a little introduction. And one of the things I love to do, whether I'm the speaker or the Toastmaster, is actually have the speaker write the introduction. If I end up doing a speech tonight, I'm not sure if I ended up on the roster or not, but I have an introduction written out for the Toastmaster